As long as we continue to remember him, his light will continue to shine through us all.
A former judge just said on camera he'd sign the arrest warrant today. Not maybe, not if more evidence comes in today. That's Judge Carlos Moore, banned for life from the Mississippi bench for refusing to shut up. And in a new interview, he lays out 7 specific things about the Nolan Wells case that don't add up, not theories, things that actually happened. Number 7 is the one that changes how you hear everything before it. Moore was a sitting judge in Mississippi for 7 years. He wasn't removed for corruption. He was banned for a comment about the justice system the state Supreme Court called improper. He's not protecting a job anymore, so he's not softening anything for you. Here's what he's saying. Nolan Wells was last with a group of friends on Horn Island, July 4th. When the group left, his phone and his keys stayed behind. Moore's point: if you actually believe your friend is staying on an island with someone, the bare minimum is making sure he can call for help. Nobody did that. The young woman allegedly with Wells, Katie, says he told her he was leaving with his friends. The friends say he stayed behind with Katie. Moore's own framing: somebody in that group is lying, because both versions can't be true at the same time. One of these 2 stories is false. Nobody's said which. The friend group lawyered up and scrubbed their social media almost immediately, before any public accusation existed. Moore's reasoning: witnesses to an accident don't need lawyers. People who are worried about their own exposure do. 2 things stack here. First, the group reportedly left the island around 4:30 in the afternoon, but Wells' mother wasn't told he was missing until 11 p.m. That's 6+ hours with no explanation. Second, the departure time itself keeps moving. Accounts from people close to the group have put it at 5 o'clock for 30, 3:30, and 3 o'clock, for different times for one departure. Moore's line: the truth doesn't change depending on who's telling it. If the story keeps shifting, it's not settled yet. Wells' father has said he didn't have friends with boats to search that night, but his son had just spent the entire day on a boat with friends. Those boats existed hours earlier. Moore doesn't buy the explanation, and honestly, once you hear it laid out like that, it's hard to either. Moore attended Wells' funeral in person. He says none of the friends last seen with Wells were there. His response is the most human moment in the whole interview. If your best friend goes missing, you're out looking. You're at the funeral. There's no version of best friend that skips both. This is the one that changes everything before it. There's a leak call to a towing company reporting the boat was taking on water. Underneath the main conversation, once it's cleaned up, there's faint audio that appears to include the words, "Is he dead?" and someone calling out a name. When the dispatcher asks directly how many people on the boat are alive, the answer is 7-ish. Moore's red. That response, next to a name being called out, suggests Wells may have been on or near that boat, which directly contradicts the story that he stayed behind on the island. To be clear, this is Moore's interpretation of unclear audio. It's not a confirmed transcript, and no one has been arrested. But it's the one detail he says push him from concern to I'd sign the warrant today. Asked point blank what he thinks happened, Moore says he does not believe Wells died accidentally or of natural causes. He puts it simply: there's too much smoke around this for there to be no fire at all. He's clear he doesn't know the motive yet. But 7 unresolved details, in his view, is 7 too many for this case to still have 0 arrests. 7 flags, 0 arrests. That's where this stands right now. If any one of these 7 doesn't sit right with you, do 2 things before you go. Hit subscribe, because the second the grand jury moves or new audio leaks, I'm covering it within hours. And drop the number 1 through 7 that bothers you most in the comments. I'm in there today, reading every single one. Nothing here is decided yet. That's exactly why we keep watching.